Hello, we're TopWhat. Let's have a look at some things. I am not a car person, so from my point of view, most of them look absolutely boring and identical. I do know the difference between a hatchback and a supercar, but that's pretty much the end of my knowledge on cars. Some of them, however, stand out from the mass-produced standard cars. Let's have a look at some of them. Number 1. Ever wanted to have your own Batmobile? Awesome, I don't care. Look at this though, it's the Flatmobile. With a height of 19 inches, it is the world's lowest street-legal car. Very similarly to the Batmobile, it is powered by a jet engine shooting flames out the back of it. The Flatmobile is based around a 1963 Hillman Imp and has a top speed of 70 miles per hour. Ground clearance, by the way, is at an amazing 2 inches. More than enough. The inventor, Perry Watkins from England, says he was inspired to build the car when he suddenly thought it would be smart to have something that looks like the Batmobile, but I will call it the Flatmobile. I shall also put a jet engine in it. Fair enough. Not sure what the man did on that day, but I'd like to have some of it. Handling? Not really, mate. Perry himself describes the Flatmobile driving experience as utterly horrible. Number 2. I'm not really sure what started mankind's obsession about always going faster. In 1997, 2 teams, one from Great Britain and one from the United States of America, headed to the Black Rock Desert in Nevada to find out who could go fastest in a car. And of course, the country which has been associated to speed, thrill and adventure spirit ever since prevailed. The Brits. In this, the Thrust SSC, the first ever supersonic car made. It is jet propelled, and on that day it reached a top speed of 763 miles per hour, breaking the sound barrier. The car is 16.5 meters long and 3.7 meters wide and weighs nearly 10 tons. It was driven by Royal Air Force fighter pilot Andy Green. This is the kind of car that looks like it could go racing on Tatooine. Number 3. This masterpiece is called the Terrafugia Transition, and it even gets me interested. Terrafugia is a Boston-based manufacturer of light aircraft, and the company had the most brilliant idea about how to skip the joy of enduring morning traffic very conveniently indeed. Just go airborne when the traffic jams start to flip you off. The Terrafugia Transition is what they call a roadable aircraft. Just gonna pretend I overlooked the pun. You can drive it legally on the road as a car. When you decide you want to take off, you press some button to deploy fold-down wings on the sides of the car. The propeller is mounted to the back. The only thing you need is enough space on the motorway to substitute for a proper runway. It's made of carbon fiber, it can drive up to 70 miles per hour on the road and has a cruising flight speed of 107 miles per hour. Nothing but advantages here over a regular flight. You can bring your own food and your shampoo won't be confiscated, and you don't have to endure a security check, which means nobody's gonna touch you in weird spots, unless you want to. The only plane farts are your own. It's brilliant! The Terrafugia Transition has been in development since 2006. The tests so far have been successful and very promising. Let's see when this car makes it into production. Or plane, dunno. Number 4. This monster of a machine is called the Dodge Tomahawk. Yes, the same company that built the Challenger. It looks like the thing from Tron, but less gay and friendly and more brutal and metal. It was introduced as a concept vehicle at the North American International Auto Show in 2003. Apart from looking absolutely badass, these are the things it can do. It's got a 500 horsepower V10 engine, it does 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds, it does up to 400 miles per hour, and it costs more than $500,000. The biggest advantage of it, you don't need to worry about whether you could buy one or not. Oh no, in fact, it's long been decided you can't have one. They have all been sold, and even if you were among the lucky owners, you wouldn't be able to drive it since it isn't street legal. Dodge itself called the Tomahawk a rolling sculpture which was not intended to be ridden. Why build it then if you can't drive it? The main purpose of the Tomahawk was to generate media buzz and send the message that Chrysler, who owns Dodge, was a bold, ambitious company unafraid to take risks with unusual designs, which it displayed very well. Number 5. To level our testosterone levels down a bit from drooling over the Tomahawk, let's have a look at this. The clue's in the picture. It's a Cupcake Car. Nah. Anyway, it was designed by artist Lisa Pongrace from California. The Cupcake Car runs on electric power only, and as you might have guessed from looking at it, it does an amazing top speed of 7 miles per hour. Wow! It had been conceived as a piece of art for the Burning Man festival in the Black Rock Desert. The company Neiman Marcus once decided to produce and offer them for a reasonable price of $25,000. Slip under the muffin top of your Cupcake Car and let the world figure itself out for a while. That's how they advertised it. It should probably have been more like, slip under the muffin top of your Cupcake Car and watch the world gaze at you in utter disbelief knowing you have spent 25 grand on something silly like this. Trading horsepower for sprinkles and frosting. Just because you're different, it doesn't mean you're useful. This car was art from the beginning though, so it wasn't meant to be useful in the first place. I guess that's alright. That's all for now. Thanks very much for watching. Subscribe if you like. Oh, and also like the video and comment below. See you next time. You want some, mate, you fucking plonker? Yeah, come at me, bro. Come at me. Fucking toss it, mate, plonker.